Hello, friends. So, I just want to right off the bat provide a trigger warning. We are going to be talking about SUICIDE or permanently clocking out. These are sensitive topics, sensitive issues. So, I wanted to give a heads up. But it is with a very heavy heart that I share this news with you, that I'm making this video. Twitch, his real name was Stephen Boss, but Twitch, unfortunately, um, permanently clocked out on December 13th. Uh, It's just so tragic, such a tragic loss. He was always such a kind human being. I mean, he was just a very kind, beautiful human being. He was a great father, a great husband, and he's a perfect example of how anyone can suffer from depression. Most of the times when you would see him, he was always smiling. He looked joyous. And yet, just a perfect example to check on your happy friends. Check on your happy friends. You don't know what crosses each individual is bearing or what struggles each person is going through. And I do want to remind those of you out there that suffer from depression that things can get better, that depression is an illness just like hypertension or diabetes. It doesn't mean that you're weak or weak minded. It's a real illness. And there are things out there that can help you get better. Things like medication, therapy. We could do lab work to see if there's something wrong. Is it your thyroid, or are you on a medication that's maybe contributing or causing depression? And remember that helplessness and hopelessness is part of depression. Don't believe it. That believe that things can get better. Remember that when you feel hopeless or helpless, it's because that's part of the illness, that's part of the symptoms. Make sure that you, like I said before, make sure that you let your healthcare providers know if you are struggling. They can take a look at your medications. For example, just one very common medication that can exacerbate, contribute, or cause depression is finasteride. And sometimes men will take it for hair loss. Do lab work. Is it a hypothyroid issue? And just to, again, make sure that none of these things are causing or contributing to these conditions. If you have recently been put on an antidepressant, Zoloft has a black box warning that for usually it's in adolescents or young adults less than 24 years of age, it can increase SUICIDE thinking. So again, if you're having these thoughts, let your family know. Do not struggle alone. I was shocked by this death. I did not, I mean, out of all the people, I would not have thought that ever this that he was suffering from depression, much less to the point where he felt so hopeless that this was his last resort. And I would always want to remind everyone that help is available. They have now changed the number to the 988. This is the crisis lifeline. It's available 24 hours in English and in Spanish. And so what the news is reporting is that his cause of death is an apparent SUICIDE, and that his wife, Allison Holker, ran into a Los Angeles Police Department station on December 13th, 2022. She was frantic because Twitch had left their house without his car, which wasn't like him. And at around 11:15 a.m., paramedics received a call for a medical emergency at a Los Angeles hotel where he was found dead from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Just so tragic. His wife has spoken out, and she says that he has left a tremendous legacy, um, that he was a great husband. She wrote, "It is with the heaviest of hearts that I have to share. My husband, Stephen, has left us. He was the backbone of our family, the best husband and father, and an inspiration to his fans. To say he left a legacy would be an understatement, and his positive impact will continue to be felt. And like I said, he just seems always like such a happy, positive person. And that just goes to show that depression has no face. Anyone can suffer from it. It can affect anyone. It can affect any uh, socioeconomic class. It can affect any demographic, any race. So again, if you're watching this, there is help out there. Things can get better. Reach out to your loved ones, reach out to healthcare professionals. You do not have to struggle with this alone or by yourself. Thank you so much for watching. And I would say today, if you believe in prayer, say a prayer for his wife and say a prayer for his children. I just can't even imagine the pain that they're going through right now, losing a husband and then the children losing their father.